Forget the crowds and the postcards. This is the hidden heart of South Asia. Bangladesh doesn't whisper its secrets. It roars them across 1,000 river channels. Stand where Mughal history sleeps, inside the red walls of Lalbagh Fort. Then watch the Bay of Bengal ignite on the world's longest natural shore at Cox's Bazar. This is a land of impossible contrasts, from the terracotta deities of forgotten temple complexes to the misty, menacing labyrinth of the Sundarbans, where the Royal Bengal tiger swims through mangrove roots. Every corner is a collision of ancient faith and untamed nature. Are you ready to discover the nation that time forgot, only to find the most vibrant journey on Earth? Sadarghat Port, in the heart of Dhaka, Sadarghat Port pulses as a living artery of connection and commerce, embodying Bangladesh's enduring relationship with its rivers. Every day, hundreds of brightly painted wooden launches crowd the waters, ferrying thousands of passengers along the Buriganga River, creating a vibrant mosaic of movement, color, and sound along the muddy banks. Established in the late 19th century by British colonial authorities, Sadarghat has witnessed over 100 years of transformation, weathering floods, political upheaval, and waves of migration that have shaped the port's evolution into one of South Asia's busiest river terminals. There is a deep, almost chaotic beauty in watching families, workers, and traders navigate the densely packed jetties, their faces illuminated by hope, anxiety, and quiet determination. While Sadarghat bustles with unstoppable human energy, the juxtaposition of the river's pollution and precarious vessels highlights the urgent struggle between tradition and modernization. Lalbagh Fort. Within the heart of Dhaka, Lalbagh Fort stands as a vibrant testament to the enduring legacy of Mughal architecture and ambition. Stretching across more than 48 acres, which is nearly 19.5 hectares, its rose brick walls enclose lush formal gardens, intricate gateways, and domed structures that glow softly in the changing light of day. Construction began in the late 17th century under Prince Muhammad Azam, son of Emperor Aurangzeb, but the project was left unfinished after political tides shifted, leaving behind a fortress frozen in time rather than completed grandeur. Walking under the ancient archways, visitors often feel a palpable connection to countless past generations, their joys and disappointments echoing off weathered stones. Against the modern bustle of Dhaka's crowded streets, the serenity inside Lalbagh Fort offers a striking contrast. Tranquility amid chaos, history amid relentless progress. As we journey through such storied spaces, we uncover layers of narrative that invite us to explore how the past continues to shape present-day identity. Ahsan Manzil Palace. The enduring core theme here is the legacy of power and transformation that has shaped generations. Rising above the banks of the Buriganga River, the palace gleams in soft pink, with soaring domes and hundreds of arched windows casting intricate shadows along its broad veranda. Its central dome towers nearly 53 feet, or about 16 meters, above the river. Constructed in the late 19th century as the residence of the influential Nawab family, Ahsan Manzil became a political center, witnessing many pivotal meetings that would steer the region's future, including discussions leading to the birth of Pakistan and eventually Bangladesh. Walking here, one feels echoes of old Dhaka's grandeur, the faded splendor mingling with memories of both lavish festivities and intense debates that once filled these halls. While the palace's ornate neo-Mughal style and restored facades suggest stability just beyond its walls, the city's crowded streets and vibrant markets pulse with urgency and modern life. This intersection of heritage and change invites deeper discovery into how history and culture continue to define the Bangladeshi spirit. Panam Nagar. Echoing the core theme of lost grandeur and resilient heritage, Panam Nagar stands as a silent chronicle of ancient urban opulence in Srimangal, Bangladesh. Row after row of weathered mansions line a narrow avenue, their crumbling brick facades adorned with faded columns and arched windows stretching along a quarter mile, which is about 400 meters, and shaded by tangled banyan branches overhead. Once flourishing under Hindu merchant princes in the late 19th century, this once bustling street bore witness to trade, fortune, and cultural revolution before decline came with partition and waves of migration. Wandering through Panam Nagar stirs a profound ache, a sense of longing for lives abruptly upended, for laughter and prosperity that once echoed within these empty halls. While the palatial architecture whispers of vanished elegance, nearby modern settlements bustle with commerce and new hope, revealing a striking contrast between past and present. Stories such as these remind us how histories linger in stone and silence, urging travelers to seek meaning behind every weathered wall. Jatiya Sangsad Bhaban. At the heart of Bangladesh's journey toward democracy and identity, the National Parliament House stands as a powerful emblem of unity and resilience. Rising from Dhaka's urban landscape, its huge concrete shells and tranquil reflecting pools stretch across over 200 acres, which is about 81 hectares, all formed in precise geometric harmony by renowned architect Louis Kahn. Completed in 1982 after more than 20 years of meticulous construction, this monumental building became an enduring symbol of a new nation's aspirations after its hard-won independence in 1971. And before these soaring walls is to feel the optimism and determination of the Bangladeshi people, a spirit woven into the sunlit courtyards, vast corridors, and cool quiet of its interiors. Kantajew Temple. The Kantajew Temple is a testament to the enduring devotion and creative spirit woven into the cultural identity of Bangladesh. Rising like an ornate jewel, in the Bengal countryside, the temple's terracotta walls are adorned with intricate carvings, each panel narrating epic tales beneath its towering spires that reach nearly 50 feet, which is about 15 meters above the earth. Visitors often experience a quiet reverence, drawn into the delicate beauty and centuries-old prayers pressed into the red clay, forging a connection across generations. Yet, as the temple's timeless artistry glows softly in the sun, its surroundings echo the challenges of preservation as weather, time, and development test its resilience. The Kanta Jiu Temple stands not just as relic, but as living memory, hinting at further stories of devotion and craftsmanship awaiting discovery across this storied region. Dhakeshwari Temple, Dhaka. In the heart of Dhaka, faith endures as a guiding force that weaves together centuries of devotion and resilience. Sunlight flickers through carved wooden rafters, spilling across the vibrant red and white facade of the temple, where incense coils drift skyward, and devotees gather near the ancient altar crowned with marigolds. Established by Bilal Sen in the late 12th century, this sanctuary has stood for more than 800 years, a living testament to the spiritual core of Bangladesh and a focal point for the Hindu community amid shifting tides of history. The gentle ringing of bells mingles with whispered prayers, creating an atmosphere that invites every visitor, devotee or traveler to feel a sense of peace and belonging. Outside the sacred walls, the bustling city roars and rushes, yet within, time slows, offering a striking contrast between the temple's serene sanctuary and the energetic pulse of urban life. From this storied haven, the journey continues deeper into Bangladesh's mosaic of belief, tradition, and enduring cultural identity. Puthia Temple Complex, Rajshahi. At the heart of rural Bangladesh, the Puthia Temple Complex embodies the enduring legacy of spiritual devotion woven into the region's identity. Amid lush emerald foliage, the temples rise with intricate terracotta carvings, their burnt sienna bricks glowing in the gentle sunlight, and standing beside a placid lake that stretches nearly 200 feet, which is about 61 meters across. Established by the Puthia royal family in the 17th to 19th centuries, these sacred structures narrate tales of shifting dynasties, resilience, and the inclusive culture that once welcomed artisans from afar. Walking through the cool corridors, visitors feel a quiet reverence for the faithful who gathered here for hundreds of years and a sense of connection to the artistry passed down through countless generations. In places like Puthia, the intricate tapestry of Bangladesh's history invites each traveler to pause and reflect on the stories woven into its sacred stones. Star Mosque, Dhaka, Bangladesh. The Star Mosque embodies the enduring power of community faith woven into the vibrant cultural tapestry of old Dhaka. Approaching its gleaming white facade, you're welcomed by delicate blue star motifs intricately set into imported Chinese porcelain and sparkling glass, covering every surface of the prayer hall and domes. The mosque sits quietly among bustling streets, its beauty radiating under the often golden Bangladeshi sun. For many Dhaka residents, the mosque is more than a place of worship. It's a living canvas of memories, carrying the whispers of daily prayers, family gatherings, and countless small acts of devotion. Bangladesh National Museum. A profound testament to the preservation of national identity, this museum embodies the collective memory and cultural pride of Bangladesh. Stepping inside, visitors encounter expansive marbled halls filled with artifacts from ancient terracotta sculptures and traditional textiles bursting with color to haunting relics of the Liberation War displayed under soft, respectful lighting. Founded in the year 1913, the museum has borne witness to over 100 years of tumultuous history, growing to house more than 83,000 artifacts across 4 floors, which is about 12 meters tall or nearly 40 feet. For locals, these halls stir emotions ranging from pride to solemn reflection, reminding all who enter of the sacrifices and creativity woven into their national fabric. While the museum quietly preserves centuries, the city outside pulses with traffic and commerce, drawing a striking contrast between the sanctity of history and the rush of modern life just beyond its doors. Like many great museums, the Bangladesh National Museum invites us to look back in order to understand how heritage continues to shape present and future stories. Curzon Hall. At the heart of Dhaka, Curzon Hall stands as a powerful symbol of intellectual resistance and colonial history woven into the fabric of Bangladesh's academic life. The building's grand red brick facade, adorned with arches and intricate latticework, sprawls across an expansive lawn. while sunlight filters through towering palm trees, reaching nearly 40 feet, which is about 12 meters, casting gentle shadows on the time-worn steps. Named after Lord Curzon, the British Viceroy, this hall was completed in the early 20th century and soon became the cradle of student activism, notably during the Bengali language movement of 1952, when voices echoed here in defiance for cultural identity. Standing inside its echoing corridors, visitors sense the determination of past generations who shaped the national spirit, a feeling both humbling and inspiring. Where colonial architecture once sought to impose order, it now hosts vibrant debates and gatherings, a stark contrast between intended dominance and evolving empowerment. The story of Curzon Hall draws us onward to the many layers of Bangladesh's cultural and historical journey. Hardinge Bridge, Rajshahi, Bangladesh. This engineering marvel stands as a testament to the resilience and ingenuity that runs through the veins of Bangladesh's history, bridging not only the mighty Padma River, but also generations of hope and progress. In stark contrast to modern concrete expressways, Hardinge Bridge retains its classic historical grandeur, a silent reminder of an era when infrastructure was crafted as lasting legacy. As the sun sets behind its steel silhouette, it invites us to reflect on how places like these continue to shape the collective story of Bangladesh. National Martyrs Monument. In the heart of Bangladesh's collective memory, this monument stands as a powerful tribute to the enduring theme of sacrifice for freedom. Rising from the vast green grounds of Savar, its concrete structure soars up to 150 feet, which is about 46 meters, with sharp lines forming 7 distinct triangular planes that glimmer beneath the sun, each representing a critical phase of the liberation movement. Walking among the tranquil pools and lush gardens, visitors often feel a profound sense of gratitude and solemn pride, as if the silence echoes the voices and dreams of millions lost yet never forgotten. The legacy of resilience found here connects deeply to places everywhere that honor the cost and promise of freedom. Sundarbans, Khulna region, Bangladesh. Here, the ever-shifting boundary between land and water reveals a core theme of resilience in the face of constant change. Sprawling mangrove forests stretch as far as the eye can see, their tangled roots clawing through the brackish mud, while silent rivers trace serpentine pathways for nearly 1,500 miles, or roughly 2,400 kilometers, weaving life into the delta. Standing beneath the dense canopy, you feel dwarfed yet sheltered, connected to villagers who have relied on honey gathering and fishing for countless generations, building traditions tightly knit with the rhythms of tide and forest. In sharp contrast, rising sea levels and aggressive development threaten the balance, putting ancient livelihoods and rare wildlife at risk. Yet the Sundarbans story, like the winding rivers that define it, demonstrates that survival often depends on humans listening to and respecting the wild forces that shape their world. Cox's Bazar Beach. Stretching across the southern edge of Bangladesh, Cox's Bazar Beach embodies the core theme of resilience and unity, where the endless roar of the Bay of Bengal echoes the spirit of the Bengali people. Golden sands extend for 75 miles, which is about 121 kilometers, meeting the turquoise surf beneath a sky brushed by monsoon clouds, while fishing boats and spirited children dot the horizon. Established during the British colonial period in the late 18th century, this beach was named after Captain Hiram Cox, whose work with Arakanese refugees set the stage for Cox's Bazar to become a refuge and cultural crossroads through decades of change. For travelers and locals alike, walking this seemingly boundless shoreline often inspires a deep sense of freedom and belonging, as the landscape invites silent reflection and lively community gatherings alike. In following the tides of Cox's Bazar, one uncovers the ever-changing relationship between land, sea, and the people who shape the heartbeat of Bangladesh. Kuakata Beach. At Kuakata Beach, the core theme is the enduring connection between land, water, and culture in Bangladesh's southern frontier. As you gaze across this sweeping shoreline, you see miles of golden sand framed by towering coconut palms, gentle waves rolling in from the Bay of Bengal, and fishing boats dotting the horizon, their colorful sails fluttering in the humid breeze. Known as the daughter of the sea, Kuakata holds a special place in Bangladesh's history. This site was once settled by Rakhine Buddhists over 2 centuries ago, and their descendants still celebrate age-old rituals here as the sun rises and sets. Standing at the water's edge, visitors often speak of a profound sense of freedom and reflection as the 5,800 feet of uninterrupted sands, which is nearly 1,768 meters, inspire both awe and tranquility. Yet, despite its peaceful beauty, Kuakata faces the relentless challenge of tidal erosion, a natural force that shapes its future even as it preserves its past. Kuakata serves as a living canvas for Bangladesh's cultural and environmental resilience, inviting discovery in every direction. St. Martin's Island. This remote paradise embodies the enduring balance between human life and untouched nature. Crystal clear turquoise waters lap gently against stretches of white coral sand, while tall coconut palms sway in the warm ocean breeze. On a clear day, the horizon blurs into endless blue, and fishing boats dot the shoreline, adding a touch of motion to the tranquil scenery. Historically, St. Martin's Island, known locally as Narakel Jinjira, has been inhabited for over 100 years and once served as a vital stopover for traders navigating the Bay of Bengal, which is nearly 400 miles wide, or about 644 kilometers at this point. Stepping onto the island, visitors sense a deep tranquility, an isolated serenity shaped by the rhythmic routines of the fishing community and the undisturbed call of seabirds. Yet beneath these peaceful days, the island's fragile ecosystem faces contrasts from seasonal storms and rising tides that threaten both nature and village life. The ongoing harmony here reminds us of the delicate relationships that connect communities with their ever-changing environments. Chittagong Hill Tracts. The intricate tapestry of identity and resilience is woven into the hills of this southeastern region, where indigenous communities have preserved their traditions despite changing times. Rolling green hills cascade for miles, draped in dense jungle, bamboo groves, and patches of shifting agriculture, with small villages perched on summits overlooking deep blue rivers that wind through the valleys below. For generations, groups like the Chakma, Mama, and Tripura have called the Chittagong Hill Tracts home, and in the late 19th century, British colonial administration set their borders, forever altering relationships with wider Bengal. Walking among homes built on stilts, hearing laughter echo up steep slopes, visitors are struck by the warmth and dignity of a people who have weathered conflict and negotiation for recognition, their shared identity anchored in language, ritual, and landscape. Yet this tranquil scene stands in stark contrast to the challenging past, marked by displacement, migration, and hopes for peace agreements. The hill tracts remind us that a place can embody both struggle and harmony, offering a window into the layered complexity of Bangladesh's cultural mosaic. Sajek Valley, Rangamati, Bangladesh. In the heart of the Chittagong Hill Tracts, Sajek Valley embodies the theme of nature's embrace and living heritage, where lush mountain landscapes entwine with indigenous culture. Rolling emerald hills ripple into the horizon, with mist weaving between vibrant bamboo huts perched along mountain ridges nearly 2,000 feet above sea level, which is about 610 meters. Established as a vital mountain corridor, Sajek has long connected local indigenous communities, particularly the Chakma and Mama peoples, whose unique traditions ripple through the valley's everyday life. Standing amidst the morning clouds, visitors discover a profound sense of tranquility and kinship, shaped by the harmony of nature and the warmth of local hospitality. Yet, beneath this serenity lies stark contrasts. Modern tourism's arrival now challenges age-old customs and delicate ecosystems, testing the balance between preservation and progress. Here, the journey is less about a destination and more about discovering the subtle dialogue between untouched wilderness and evolving culture, urging us to listen deeper as new paths unfold. Kaptai Lake, Rangamati, Bangladesh, nature's resilience and humanity's adaptation shape the core theme here, where the vast serenity of water is both gifted and engineered. Gliding across the shimmering expanse, one sees emerald hills rise gently from the water's edge, their forest-clad slopes mirrored in the glassy surface that stretches over 70 square miles, which is about 181 square kilometers. Created in the late 1950s by damming the Karnafuli River, Kaptai Lake submerged valleys and villages, displacing many indigenous Chakma and other local communities, forever altering their way of life. Yet, the lake brings a quiet harmony today, the sound of a distant boat engine, the laughter of children along the shore, and the persistent call of birds echo within the lush silence, fostering both nostalgia and renewed hope. Beneath the tranquil surface, the scars of displacement contrast with the vibrant modern life, floating markets, lakeside temples, and festivals now thrive where ancient settlements once stood. The story of Kaptai Lake mirrors the complexities found throughout Bangladesh, where loss, change, and resilience intertwine within the landscape's unfolding narrative. Sylhet, Bangladesh. In the lush heartland of northeastern Bangladesh, Sylhet stands as a testament to the enduring harmony between nature and human spirit. Rolling emerald tea gardens blanket the hills, their leaves sparkling in the early morning mist, while the Surma River snakes gracefully through the valley, winding for almost 140 miles, which equals roughly 225 kilometers, reflecting a mosaic of clouds and sunlight. Historically, Sylhet has been a crossroads of diverse cultures, most notably shaped by Sufi saint Hazrat Shah Jalal in the 14th century, whose arrival transformed the region into a spiritual and cultural beacon. For those who wander its winding roads or stand beneath ancient banyan trees, Sylhet evokes a sense of longing and belonging, a connection to ancestry, memory, and dreams whispered by the wind. Yet alongside its serene landscapes, the clamor of growing urban centers and the rhythm of modern life create a striking contrast, marking Sylhet's journey from past to present. This dynamic interplay of tradition and transformation invites each traveler to discover how the story of place is both rooted and ever-changing. Srimangal, Bazar, Bangladesh. In the heart of the Sylhet division, Srimangal stands as a living testament to Bangladesh's enduring relationship with tea, nature, and tranquil simplicity. Lush emerald green tea gardens ripple across gently rolling hills, stretching as far as the eye can see, their delicate leaves glistening beneath the golden sun, while small villages punctuate the landscape, each shaded by towering mahogany trees reaching over 60 feet, which is nearly 18 meters. Established in the late 19th century during British colonial rule, Srimangal rapidly became famous for its tea plantations, and today it produces most of Bangladesh's tea, a legacy that flavors the nation's daily life. Walking through the serene gardens, the rhythmic rustle of picking hands and the distant laughter of workers paint an emotional picture of generations rooted in the land, their lives woven into the fragrant tapestry of tea culture. However, behind this green serenity lies a contrast. Seasonal hardships challenge laborers who face long hours and limited resources despite the beauty surrounding them. The spirit of Srimangal invites every traveler to pause, breathe deeply, and consider how nature and tradition shape people's lives and aspirations, guiding us toward the next ripple in Bangladesh's cultural story. Kaptai Lake. Here, the essence of tranquil coexistence between nature and urban life defines the core theme, where shimmering waters create a serene oasis right within the bustle of the city. Morning sunlight dances across the surface of the expansive lake, which stretches nearly 86 acres, or about 35 hectares, bordered by lush, forested hills and dotted with boats drifting gently, each reflection catching the changing sky. Created by human hands nearly a century ago in the year 1924 to serve as a crucial reservoir for Chittagong's water supply, Kaptai Lake stands as living testament to the vision of British engineers who shaped Bangladesh's urban growth. For generations, the tranquil beauty here has inspired countless families to gather by the water's edge, sharing picnics, laughter, and stories against a backdrop of birdsong and soft breezes. Despite seasons of renewal and ongoing urban expansion pressing at its boundary, the lake's calm heart remains, contrasting the clamor and rush of city streets. This enduring sanctuary weaves its quiet magic into the rhythm of Chittagong, growing ever more intertwined with daily life and memory. Dhaka New Market. This bustling marketplace embodies the core theme of living tradition, merging with urban change, standing as a testament to how daily commerce weaves communities together in modern Bangladesh. Sunlight slants across canopied walkways, illuminating a kaleidoscope of textiles, jewelry, and pottery laid out in stalls that stretch for several hundred feet, which means over 90 meters each direction. Established in the early 1950s, the market has seen the city grow up around it, surviving decades as a social and commercial lifeline through periods of change and upheaval. Stepping inside, one feels a vibrant pulse, laughter, bargaining voices, the clatter of rickshaws, inviting locals and visitors alike to experience a genuine connection to everyday Bangladeshi life. Just beyond these lively corridors, gleaming shopping complexes rise, providing a stark contrast between enduring tradition and the city's rapid modernization. Such spaces remind us that the soul of Dhaka is not found solely in its monuments, but in the daily rituals and evolving identities of its people.